Intellectually petty radio on your stereo. Don't compare us to anything, this a different scenario. We break records while we pushing the culture forward. Great music and big vibes right in that order. Intellectually petty radio on the stereo. Don't compare us to anything, this a different scenario. We break records while we pushing the culture forward. Great music and big vibes right in that order.
And you are now tuned into another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio, brought to you in concert with A Beautiful Machine magazine and the mighty Nerd DJ Radio Network. You already know. Week after week, year after year, day after day, we only rock with legends around here. And today is absolutely no exception. And might I add, it's a first for Intellectually Petty Radio. I don't think we've had a barber on the show in all these years. And not only do we have a barber, we got the barber, the most powerful motherfucker with clippers in the history of electrical outlets and barber chairs. See, I'm fucking my own self up. This man is the barber to every star you can think of this side of the Little Dipper. And man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jason Clinton. How you doing, King?
I'm good, bro. How you today?
Oh man, I got a little carried away. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh no, you good. You know I ain't mad at that, man. And listen, I take all the roses I can actually get, baby. Take them alive, so I ain't mad. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
No doubt, man. How's the family?
Man, they excellent. You know, as long as I'm the head of it, baby, we gonna be good, no doubt.
That's real shit. I'm gonna hit that too, bro.
No doubt.
And don't ask me why. That has nothing to do with barbering. And generally speaking, my conversations, you know, I'm all over the place.
No problem.
Are you into a submissive woman?
Yeah, I am.
I have been having a difficult time trying to actually define it for myself. Like, what exactly do I don't want a woman to say yes to every fucking thing I think of.
Nah, well, I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm over 50, so I'm from a different era, and I watched my mom, like, you know, it's a gang of us, and she would be tough on my dad. My idea came from how I watched my parents handle each other. You know what I mean? And I come from the, you know, not the stereotypical, you know, the man do this, the woman do that type of thing, because I watched my dad cook and clean up and wash clothes, just like I watched my mama leave out and go to work. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was a little bit of mix of that, man. But no matter what the situation was, my dad held precedence in the crib, and that's where the submissiveness came in. Because, you know, she never hit him with the, and I do this and I do that. She chose to take this man as her husband and have his children, and that's just, you know, that's what she knows. She was always fair with that. Like, it's cool, baby. We're gonna run this shit as a team. I ain't mad at that. So she was never the bow down type of chick. You know, my mom from South Bronx, New York. She ain't play that shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but my dad was probably the only person in the world she would literally, you know what I mean? Like, be submissive to, that would be willing to listen to, and always, you know, felt confident with letting him lead. So yeah, I gotta say I'm into that, because that's, you know, that's what I saw.
That's so fucking dope, man. How long were they married?
Wow. Well, they were married until I don't have either one of my parents anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
No, man, it's been a minute. Man, when they passed, it was over 40 years.
Nigga, I don't even like people that much.
Right.
Let alone want to wake up next to a motherfucker for 40 years.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna be real. People say that about me and my wife, because me and my wife been married 35 years. Yeah.
Yo.
Right, bro. Right.
I got one more personal question, then we get into the barber shit.
No problem, bro.
How did you know?
I met my wife in college, and she was the only, make sure I'm saying this right, because I am on a podcast. She was the first woman I had met at that age. When I went to college, I was 16. She was 18.
Okay.
I was there on a little academic scholarship. So I'm generally I'm a nerd. You know, I'm what people in school was like, oh, he's a smart guy. And I got the little academic to go to college, man. And when I met her, I met her in registration. She was working in the registration office, man. And it was so funny because, you know, I got a little height on me. So in registration, kids that are there on a scholarship and kids that are just regular registrants are in two different lines. You know, in the scholarship line. And you know, when I got up to my turn and she was like, oh, okay. She was like, well, you know, what sport you play? And I was like, you know, I hoop a little bit. She was like, oh, okay. She immediately made the assumption that I was there to play basketball. I went to Jackson State in Mississippi. And it was super funny because when she typed my name in and got the information, she looked up like, oh, you a nerd. And I don't think she meant to say that out loud. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Like, oh, you a nerd type of thing. You know, like a nigga look more like a hooper than a nerd. You know, I ain't had no pocket protector. I didn't wear glasses, no none of that. So yeah, man, it was funny. And that's how I met her. I was like, so you just gonna call me a nerd? She was like, I'm sorry, I didn't really mean that out loud. I said, but you meant it though. She was like, yeah, I meant that. You just don't look like, you know, you don't look like you a smart guy. I was like, that's cool. And I met her and man, the rest is history. You know what I mean? Literally, man, the rest is history. And I knew because, again, she was the first woman I met, like at 18. Where I left from in my neighborhood, bro, all the chicks 18 was like still living with their mom and, you know, driving their parents.
Yeah.
I met girl and I was super, super impressed. One, she was helping me with my homework, which was hard as fuck. Man, I'm there on the academic scholarship. So this ain't easy homework.
Right.
So girl was doing that and cooking for me. I'm talking about real cooking. We ain't talking about pork and beans and hot dogs, my dude. Like, girl laying it out for me. Anybody that ever been in college, you be in college starving.
It's a struggle, bro.
Hey, man, in a major way, bro. So,
hey, scoot your camera over just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you're perfect right there.
That's better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo,
yeah, man. So
the struggle be real, bro.
Yeah. And I was impressed. That's how I knew. I was like, for her to be 18, like, you know, they always say women are more mature than men, but I knew instantly. I said, she's something different. And again, you know, I was fortunate, man. I had my father, you know, I had my granddad, and they always taught me like it's cool to have a girl that look good to you, but when you start talking about building your life, you got to have somebody that's good for you,
man.
And yeah, that's you know, I thought about that when I looked at girl. I just got super lucky because girl was attractive also. You know, on top of all that, I say, damn, cute. She just, man, I ain't gonna even lie, man. My wife, I ain't gonna disclose her age. I'm gonna say she older than me, but she still look like a little girl.
Yeah, God. I bet you that first meal, you was like, have you seen the video? My man's like, nah, I don't really want to fuck with you, baby.
Yeah.
And yeah, with the food. Like, did you make it
like,
from scratch? From scratch. And nigga start taking shoes off like
right. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. My shit was very similar to that. I said, ooh, I can't see this. I had 18 cooking like this. Because again, all the girls I met that was 18 was, you know, they was kids, bro. Like she was full fledged. People don't know how hard it is to go to school full time and work full time. Girl was working full time.
Yeah, and crazy. She was ready.
Yeah. I was impressed.
Ready. Yeah. I'm impressed. And I never even met her, bro.
Right. I'm impressed, bro. Definitely.
Okay, so the first time you picked up a pair of clippers.
My sister. This is crazy, man. My sister bought me a pair of clippers because she told me I was too smart to be out here selling dope. Literally. She was like, you're the smartest person in the family, Jason. What are you doing? You know, I'm an inner city kid, man. So I pretty much got that same little story. You know, I'm at the age where I caught crack at its height. So you know what I mean? Like that money, that lifestyle, you know, you surrounded by it. You know, you surrounded by it, man. And if you want those things, again, I was a relatively good kid, man. And I had both my parents. We were far from rich, but I had both my parents. You know, I got a lot of siblings. And when it got to the point where they couldn't get me the things that I felt like I just absolutely needed,
Yeah.
You know, snakeskin belts and silk shirts and top tens and shit. Like,
Oh, nigga.
Right, exactly.
Woo, we ain't gonna talk about the silk shirts, bro.
Yeah.
Cause me and you, like I'm 53.
Oh,
So yeah, we right there, bro.
Yeah,
So
yeah, same age, so you definitely understand. Yeah, no doubt, man. So it just got to that, and you know, it was always access. A lot of guys in the neighborhood wouldn't really deal with me because they like, you the smart kid, you the smart kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? You go on, Jason, go ahead on, boy. You ain't supposed to be out here. And you know, eventually I found a couple of guys like, listen, man, I'm serious. I really want to do something. And you know, my sister found out she couldn't help it, man, because I used to sneak clothes down to her house. And, you know, I couldn't really bring them in the crib, and I used to sneak clothes down to her house. And she like, boy, I ain't stupid. I know what you're doing. And my sister bought me a pair of clippers, man. I was 13 at the time. Well, 12, getting ready to turn 13, man. Because again, I was in high school. You know, I know that seemed like it's young, but when I graduated, I was 16. I was in high school, man. I was a freshman, I think. That it was that
high school.
Yeah, I was in high school, man. So yeah, that ninth grade going to the 10th. Yeah, she bought me them clippers, and it changed everything.
What high school did you go to?
Highland Park. I'm a Highland Park guy.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry.
Hey, man, don't be like that, bro. don't be like that, bro. Yeah, don't be like that.
Yo, the craziest, it was and I cannot remember her name for the life of me, but it was this chick in Highland Park. I met her, but when I went over to their house, I met her sister. And oh my God, her sister was
right.
Everything. But they had a whole family of girls.
Hey.
Oh my God. That is my Highland Park memory, bro.
Hey, man, real talk. The Highland Park they definitely very special people. Not because it's from my stomping grounds, but they just special people, man, because it's a city within a city, man. And again, when you're out of town, everybody just say you from Detroit kind of thing. But believe me, when Highland Parkers are in Detroit, motherfuckers say they from Highland Park. Believe that. They want that to make it understood.
HP. You already know. And them HP niggas like the proctor, it was everybody knew everybody, like literally. Like it was like, so you know, like you fuck with the HP nigga, you fuck with HP.
No doubt. No doubt, my dude. It's only about 20 streets. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You know, motherfuckers like the other side of the tracks, is walking distance. So it's not like it's the far kind of situation, man. And like you said, when you do that, man, you if you don't know them directly, you know their family or you know about them one way or the other. So yeah, no doubt, you 100% true about that, bro.
So you end up going to barber school?
I did. I ended up going to barber college when I came home from college because I couldn't get a job.
Really? So wait a minute, you graduated?
Yeah.
I was a whole degree.
Yeah, I had a degree, man. I was 20 years old. I'll never forget. I was 20, getting ready to turn 21, and was looking for a job. And you know, at the time, my wife had came back from school with me. You know, she's not from Highland Park. She came back, and I'm like, okay, well, I got this woman in my life. I need to try to straighten my shit up. Just being honest. I said, so I'm gonna try to get a job. I got a degree, and I couldn't get a job. You know what I mean? And you know, I started doing what I knew how to do, even outside of the haircutting thing. I was doing what I was doing to make my sister give me the clippers. you know, but I was home with a degree, but you know, a man at home with a degree is nothing if you don't have no money. I got this woman, so I'm like, okay, I need to be able to support her. So I just turned to doing what I knew how to do. Again, my sister on my head, like, boy, listen, stop playing. Take it serious. So I got plenty siblings, man. I got 7 brothers and 8 sisters. It's 16.
Damn.
Yeah, my dad, listen, man, my mom
pull-out game was trash.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, listen, he Caribbean. My dad from Trinidad. You know, all my dad's people from Trinidad and Tobago. They don't play. Yeah, they don't
apparently not.
Yeah, he don't be fucking around.
So
man.
Wait a minute, you said 7 sisters.
7 brothers, 8 sisters. So it's 16 of us, man. 8 boys, 8 girls. Yes, sir.
God.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So I had plenty of guinea pigs when I did, you know, like start really getting serious. Cause I used to play around. Like I said, when I would come home from school, man, and see my people, I would cut my nephews, my nieces. You know, like I said, I had access to the clippers, man, before I even went to school. So yeah, man. So the very first time I picked them up, my sister got them for me. I was 12, getting ready to turn 13 years old. I'll never forget. It changed my life. I came home. I couldn't get a job. I was doing what I was doing. I went to barber college, and you know, I put myself through barber college with a little bit of the street money. You know, I just paid for it because I was trying to do something constructive. My wife was like, if you say that's what you're going to do. And at the time, she wasn't my wife. You know, she was just my woman, man. But she said, if that's what you want to do, she said, put the same energy you put into the street into that. And it ain't nowhere you can't go with this. Like, I believe in you. And, you know, I didn't see where I'm so-called at now. I didn't see that then. I was trying to make my way all the way out the street because this girl had invested her life in me. She had left her family and all that, man. Yeah, she trusted me with her life. So I said, the least I could do is try to be upstanding for her, you know. Yeah. I was ready to come out the street anyway, man. So the barber thing sort of, you know, it probably saved my life because I would either be dead or locked up for the rest of my life, like a lot of my friends. So
first time, okay, after you out of barber college,
right,
working in somebody else's shop. First time you fuck somebody's head up.
The first time to be honest, man, it was probably before barber college, man. Cause like I told you, I got 7 brothers, so I used to butcher them niggas, man. Like real talk. Like I used to butcher them, boy. I'm talking about yeah. I used to butcher them, man. So yeah, so I'm gonna be real about it. By the time I got out of barber college, I was nice already. Like I much, yeah. So the first time I fucked somebody up, man, that was before I even went to college, man. I used to fuck my brother and them up. Yeah.
So you gonna tell me just not once you just accidentally on a complete stranger?
You know what? I did. It wasn't super bad because he decided like, okay, man, well, I'm gonna just change my haircut. And we just had to give him like a ball fade. You know, he already has sort of low hair. So what treacherous don't be like the movies, how guys have afros and they cut plugs out of them. You know, guys was getting fades, but you know, he usually was wearing like a little taper.
Okay.
And, you know, I went a little close on the bottom. He was like, just give me the ball fade. You know, I laced him, cut him for free. And what's so crazy is, bro, I cut him to this day. Like when I moved and everything, I didn't even know the man was here, you know, because I'm based in Atlanta now. And it's crazy, man, because I didn't even know, man. The man seen me on the internet, was like, bro, I gotta come to you. You fucked me up. It was so funny. And I cut that man to this day. Yeah, to this day, man. He's been my really good friend. Yeah, he definitely still come to me, my dude. So it wasn't I don't have a horror story. I just had to switch his haircut up. But yeah.
Yo, so cutting hair got you from Detroit to Atlanta?
Oh, ain't no question.
Really?
Ain't no question, my guy. I had came to Atlanta for it was a barber battle. It was at a show called Bronner Brothers. And I came down for the barber battle. I came in 3rd place, but they ended up using my haircut on the flyer. You know, when they did the following year, because for a long time, Bronner Brothers will be doing it twice a year.
Okay.
And when I came down, it was like early February, March or something. And when they was getting ready to do the summer show, the guy sent me the flyer. Was like, you know, if you want to come to the battle, I look like, man, that's my haircut on the joint. And I wasn't tripping, but I said, oh, okay. And I came in 3rd and y'all used my shit. Okay. All right. So I come back down for the barber battle, and I guess it was the host of the barber battle was like, man, listen, he was like, man, I know you not from here and you be traveling coming down here. He was like, while you down here, man, if you need somewhere to work, you can come and work in my shop. He had a shop inside a place called Greenbrier Mall.
Okay. Is that the one underground?
No, but I did end up cutting in the underground also.
Okay.
Yeah, Greenbrier Mall, like right in the hood type
Okay.
of situation, you know, and my man was like, hey, if you need somewhere to work while you down here, I was like, well, I'll be down here about 4 days. And I'm gonna be real with you, bro. In those 4 days, at that time, I had made more in those 4 days while I was down here working, cutting hair, than I had ever made in 4 days in Michigan. And I mean, you know, I got family, friends, I've been cutting there for years, and I made more in them 4 days than I ever made in any 4 days in my life at that point. And you know, I got back. I was telling everybody, like, man, I was like, I love it down there, man. And I guess the lure of, so you telling me I can make this type of money on a regular basis? Because I was doing pretty good, like what people would consider pretty good for a barber. I was doing,
Right.
Pretty good, but I wasn't making the money I make now. Like, it was just impossible. That shit was unheard of.
So what was the difference though? Was the standard cut just more expensive there, or were they tipping better?
Well, that, and at the time, I've always I've always been a draw and paint kind of guy. So artistically, I could do more here than I could there. Because, guys was on the strict, this is what I get, it's 2-3 haircuts. They wasn't really doing a bunch of designs or none of that type of shit, man. That, like no type of enhancement, none of that. But down here, they was into that. It was a big scene. Like I said, people that was coming to the barber battle wasn't just all barbers, it was regular people that was coming watching the barber battle. And they like, damn, a man came down from Detroit. He ain't playing no games. He nice. And people wanted their haircut. That's at the premium. I do, how that go once they see you. I'm like, shit, well, it's certified. I need to, and I was just testing. Like, let me see if they really gonna pay this. Like, oh shit. Yeah. Right. And they was paying it. I'm talking about regularly. I had people lined up trying to get their haircut. I'm telling them I'm only here for 4 days. They like, shit, it don't matter. I'll be there tomorrow, bro. So
that might be the most important relationship a nigga makes.
Oh, no doubt.
Barber.
No doubt.
Because you're gonna go through wives, you go through girlfriends, your kids will grow up, but that nigga that's cutting your hair, until that nigga die or retire, will be cutting your hair.
Oh, ain't no question. Hey, bro, I'm gonna be honest. I listen. I know we got limited time on here, but when I tell you, because I've been doing this a long time, when I tell you I got some of the funniest stories about me and my clients, like they hit you with the real boy, we in a relationship. Cut it out. like you can't go no real talk. Nigga tell me I quit my girlfriend before I quit my barber. And they be dead ass serious. Yeah.
Because it's the truth.
It's the truth. Yeah. Listen, man. Just one quick story. I had a guy that they were getting it together for the wedding, man. And I told him, I said, well, I'm getting ready to go out of town for my anniversary with my wife. This man looked to his, at the time, fiance and told her, we will move the date of the wedding if my man gonna be gone for his anniversary, because ain't no way I'm finna take no pictures. Because I was cutting him and his wedding party, and he was like, "Oh, ain't gonna be no wedding, at least not on this date." That man was willing to move the date of his wedding, man, with his wife, because he thought I was gonna be out of town. It ended up working out, but yeah, he thought I was gonna be out of town.
That's crazy.
Yeah, ain't that nuts? Ain't that nuts? But that just show you the importance of. And again, your wedding pictures like pretty much last a lifetime, even if your wedding don't.
Yes.
Even if your marriage don't, them pictures last a lifetime. He said, "Way in hell."
I still look at my prom pictures. Hey, so nice, by the way. Crisp, nice. Where was I can't remember the name of the barbershop, but it was right there on 7 Mile in Greenfield.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Date was trash.
Right.
She's beautiful though.
You got right though.
But the fade, perfect throughout time.
You had exactly what you needed. No
doubt. Nigga, they gonna pull them pictures up in 1,000 years, excavating them bitches. Like, I don't know what species this was, but the haircut.
Yeah, nice. That boy was clean, right? That boy was clean, though. Yeah, no doubt. Hey, man, it's very important. That's one of the things too. Like I said, I wasn't taking it serious, man, and after I started doing it for a living, again, that same energy that I was putting into the street, and I started putting it into my shop. At one point I had like 3 shops going at one time up in the D. And again, man, just the money was just so crazy when I was coming to Atlanta, man. I said, shit, let me.
You had 3 shops in Detroit.
Yes.
You get rid of those shops and move, or you keep those and move?
At the point I got rid of one.
Okay.
My sister ran one and my brother ran one. And actually, it's crazy, man, because we ran the shop until just as of recently, we turned the shop into a store. Me and my brother have a store. My same brother that was like running my shop, we just ended up turning the shop into a store.
Like a clothing store?
Yeah, a clothing store. Matter of fact, it's still on 7 Mile. That's the crib is the crib. It's on 7 Mile, West 7 Mile, man. It's called Boutique 526. So yeah, it used to be the barber shop, one of them. So we just ended up turning it to the store. My sister, she still runs the shop, but I actually gifted her the shop for her 40th birthday.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah, so it's hers now. You know, she do her thing. So I don't have any shop there, but I have the store. So we treat it as such.
Yo, and we need some shit out the store too, bro. You know, holla at your boy.
Oh yeah, that's a must do. We can.
Wait, motherfucking bug right in front of my face. Shit.
Right. Say, hey, you know how that goes. Say it only comes when you working like, oh wow, like this.
This ain't got the old school bell though. Yeah. Okay, this is absolutely a first. I've never had a guest open the door. Wow. God, I swear to God, this motherfucker's gonna drive me crazy. I'm sorry. I can't. It's just one gnat or something. It's just circling the block on me. Like I didn't do nothing, bro. Why you fucking with me?
Right, like leave me alone.
Oh, I ain't got no sound effects queued up. I would have gave y'all some.
Yeah, you'd have gave us some shelter.
Right.
Yeah.
No, okay, so you get down to it. When was the first? Who was the first quote unquote celebrity that you cut?
A guy, and it's funny because I didn't know who he was. Mm-hmm. You know what? So I make sure I say this right. I was working on a movie set for a movie called Good Hair for Chris Rock. Mm-hmm. And I didn't think I was going to have to cut him. You know, I was like, okay, well, that's cool. I was pretty much there to cut everybody else. Chris Rock already had a barber. And right. I ended up meeting a guy. He was actually in the movie. His name is Derek J.
Okay.
Yeah. And, you know, he saw me cut a couple of the other guys. He was like, man, you're a pretty good barber. You think you cut me? I was like, yeah, no problem at all. And I laughed because he had on heels. Derek had on heels. And I was like, the fuck? You know, I laughed. You know, I'm like, oh, okay. And he was like, you laughing at my shoes, Jason? I was like, no, I'm not laughing at your shoes. It's just, I didn't expect for you to have on heels. You know, he's like, oh, okay. No, real talk, man. And I cut his hair. And when I tell you, he was elated. You know what I mean? He was like, now, this is what I'm talking about. This is a nice haircut. I rock with that. He was like, you know, can you cut me any other time? You know, I was like, yeah, no problem. He said, well, listen, I work on a show and sometimes I may need you to come down. And I was like, depends on what the show is, you know, because I'm like, I don't want to be, you know, I'm on my
heels, bro. I don't know if I want to fuck with the show.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm on that, but I ain't tripping like, I don't know. And he was like, okay. He was like, please give me a number for you. I'll give you a call. He's like, I'm probably going to need one in about a week. I said, okay, no problem. So I gave him the number. He called me, said, I'm on set. Can you cut me on set? I said, it depends on what time. He was like, man, maybe in about 2 or 3 hours. Yeah, I can do that. Long story short, the set was for the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yo.
Yeah, he was working on the set. I came down, cut him. And a couple of the guys, like the camera guys, just regular guys, was like, damn, bro, like, you know, you got Derek clean. Can you cut me? I was like, shit, I'm here. No problem. And that was the first time where I actually got like $125 for a haircut. Because yeah, no doubt. And I was like, oh, I said Atlanta. You know I'm talking about, right? Because I had never got that up there, my dude. I'm talking about I can do design, all type of shit, man. And I didn't get that for the cut. You know what I'm saying? And these was regular guys, just regular working guys that was paying me like that, you know? Yeah.
So that took the clientele to another level.
Oh, in a major way, my dude. Fast forward maybe about a year. I had cut him quite a few times, man. And he called me and was like, Jason, I'm getting ready. I didn't know he had a salon. I just thought he was, you know, working on the show kind of thing. And I was cutting him on a regular basis. And he called me, said, I'm getting ready to move my salon, but the building I'm talking about moving to is a bigger spot. He was like, would you be interested? And I was like, interested in what? He was like, you know, being my partner at the shop. And again, I'm on my goofy homophobic shit. Like, yeah, I don't really want nobody to know I'll be with this and that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gay and shit. This is not sponsoring.
Right. Well, immediately my wife was like, "Are you
Nigga,
stupid?"
what's wrong with
Yeah.
you?
My wife was like, "Are you stupid?" And I was like, I'm not. So let me go and see what's going on. We went and we pretty much, that's how we got into our first partnership, because he wanted me to do my barber thing and handle the barbers, which all the hiring and firing would be via me, and he would do the stuff. So he wasn't coming to just say, "Okay, do you want to work in the shop?" He wanted me as his partner. Like literally, let's open the shop together.
I feel like I got to pause that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm a petty nigga.
Right. And again, I was leery because I was a much younger guy. You know, you concerned about the visuals of it.
Yeah.
You know, thing. But I was like, man, fuck these niggas. Derek helped me make $100,000, my dude, cutting hair.
Nigga.
I had never done that shit in my life. I'm talking about something that I have been doing, you know what I'm saying, for years. Like I said, I'm cutting all my friends, I'm cutting everybody, man. I'm like, the guys like, "Oh, you the man." I had never made $100,000 cutting hair. I did here in Atlanta, bro.
And that $100,000 in Atlanta, like what years we talking?
Shit, that was maybe 2000.
That's a baby mansion money right there.
Oh, ain't no question.
Yes.
Ain't no question. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, and just that alone, because again, it was perfect for me because I didn't have the responsibility of the shops, and I was cool with that. Like, I'm gonna just come, I'm gonna cut me a little hair, and I ain't got to do that. And I told Derek that, and he said, "Well, it's no problem." So it was cool. So he could be the face. He would be the pulse of the biz. All I wanted was my money. You know what I'm saying? So for a long time, man, people that was working in the shop, they had no idea that we was partners. They just thought I was a barber in the shop. You know, it wasn't my job to tell them, "Well, you know, we partners, we this, we that." Yeah, none of that shit. So yeah, man, it worked out for me. You know, when my family started coming down, like, "Man, you ain't fuck with a nigga who wear heels." I sure do. And my father, nigga, get the money.
Say that nigga name right, motherfucker.
Right, yeah, you know. But you know how that go. Like, yeah, shit. I said, boy, this Atlanta. I ain't got no time to be on that goofball shit. I said, this it's a bread situation. Yeah, so definitely, man, help me, you know, do much better than I ever had cutting hair. So
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, so and this question right here, I ask everybody that comes on the show, has absolutely nothing to do with nothing, but here goes.
Okay.
You're sitting on a park bench and God sits down next to you and he or she says you can ask them one question. What would it be?
That's a great question.
I've heard that.
That's to be honest, I would probably ask him, when would I die?
I've heard that before, and it creeps me the fuck out. Why would you want to know?
And I'll be honest, though. I need that. Listen, I've been a husband and a father for over half of my life. So I'm just sort of built to go. You know what I mean? I'll be honest, my dude. Like, that's what it is. That's why I go to work still. Now, it's for my grandkids, you know, because my kids grown, man. But I have people that depend on me, things to do. And if I knew that, it wouldn't scare me, because I understand I'm not immortal. I'm gonna go anyway. My thing is preparation for them. That, man, because that question would change the direction of my life. You know, so
would it make you too cautious though? Because I know for a fact, being 53, that the risks that I would take, that I did take at 25, I won't even consider at 53.
No, sir, not at all. Not at all. It would make me cautious, because again, I mean, you know, bro, you gonna get out of here one day, you know. And to me, that's the scariest part. Very scare me. Like I said, man, you know where the nigga come from. You know what I'm saying? Besides, listen, bro, I've been in the feds. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the state penitentiary. Nigga been out in the world, going in and out of town and all kind of shit, man. But for me to leave them unprepared scares me to death. So that's probably why that would be the first question I would ask, because that would allow me to prepare them. Of course, you know, they're going to be sad, just like, you know, how you have relatives sick for a long time. You'd be like, well, you know, any day now. It still makes you sad. But yeah, if I got preparation, then we all groovy, because that's really, I just want to be able to make that impact, man. And again, you know, when they talk about you on your obituary, man, like he was an amazing husband, he was an amazing father, I just want to leave the impact for them, because they the people that mean the most to me. You know, I bumped across quite a few people in my life, man. I'm extremely fortunate on what I'm working on a movie right now, my dude, that got Queen Latifah in it, T.I., yeah, Mahershala Ali, what's from Baby Boy, what's her name?
I don't know, but you had me at Queen Latifah.
Yeah, but and that's cool. Like I
love Queen Latifah.
Cool, man. But again, the people that mean the most to me, man, my children, my grandchildren, my wife, like if I can prepare and have them ready, you ain't never ready to lose nobody. But when I go, if it's okay, then you know. So that.
And so you mentioned something that I did not know, is that you did some time, and just kind of go, if you. I'm assuming that you were married at this time, or at least y'all was together.
Yeah, no doubt.
Most important thing she did for you while you was locked up.
Stay down. Stay down. I know nigga go jail 30 days, that girl leave.
That's gotta hurt too.
Yeah, you know, I'm real talk, bro. I mean, you've been around since you 53. We the same age, so I'm sure you know. Yeah, man. The first time in the state was 3 years. It was a manslaughter charge. I was a young nigga. Pretty much, we was, you know, we had got into it. Nigga was outside. You know, we fighting in the club. Nigga got outside, was shooting. My luck, nigga got shot, died. So, yeah, you know, even though it was 3-4 niggas outside shooting, just my luck, the dude died. So, you know, it's pretty much like a manslaughter. You know, we was trying to get to self-defense, but you know, it wasn't really that, because we had fought. We was outside. You know, young niggas tripping. So it was just a little 3 years on the manslaughter charge, man. So I wasn't tripping about that. But the second time was the major time, man. I did a little over 10 years in the feds. Yeah, man. I was in Texas for 6 years, and then I got switched to a spot called Elkton in Ohio. And I did the rest, man. It was a little under 5 years down in Elkton. And I mean, you know, pretty much know what I was there for. So
nigga, 10. Oh god, nigga. Yo.
Yeah.
And to end up on movie sets and owning your own.
Yeah. But you know what, bro? Again, that is what makes me so gracious to the barber game, because little simple shit, man. Like we came home, I was in a halfway house, and you know, before you can come home, you go to the halfway house, and before they start letting you out, you have to have a job. And you know, those guys that like they just couldn't get a job. You know, when you get out of jail, places ain't quick to hire you like that, even though the halfway house got specific spots that will hire convicted felons. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, I got a job, I got a shop. And they was like, you got a shop? I say, yeah, I own a shop. Because I, you know what I'm saying, I had the shops, you know, my wife, you know, I had at that time, my kids were young, but they still was, you know, helping their mom, and, you know, wifey was running the businesses. Like I said, I had the shop here. So I had a job. Shit, man. I was in the halfway house, man, less than 3 months. They let me out. And again, I ain't gonna say I picked right back up, but I pretty much did. You know, I had a job. That was my job. I had some guys like, bro, man, we happy you home. I'm coming back. Like, say if I was cutting 70 guys, I got about 25 of them guys back when I came home.
After a dime?
Years, bro. Real talk. It was like, shit.
Nigga, you got angel hands or some shit. Well,
I mean, I'm gracious, my dude. I'm always thankful. And again, no matter how nice a nigga is with the Clippers, like, people love to do business with people they like.
Yes.
I'll just be real. So you gotta think, bro. On top of, you know, you're gonna get a good haircut when you come to me. I'm your man's. And a lot of times that matter. You like, shit, I can go fuck with my man. And I know I'm gonna get a good haircut. So I got lucky. Like I said, I didn't get everybody back. I got less than half. But the guys who came was cool. They bought guys. And when I got out, this is the start of the internet, the social media shit booming. Right. So, you know, I'm moving from the stage of, I used to have to pass out cards to, I can put my haircut up and thousands of people see this motherfucker instantly. That's all it took.
Yeah.
That's all it took. Real talk, man. I started putting the pictures up again. My partner, this guy, all on TV. You know what I'm saying? Way before I even got he all on TV and all that. So, you know, they asking him who cut your hair. You know, he shouting me out. He giving me love. Other celebrities are coming to the shop. People from the shows and all that he owned was coming to the shop. They like, hey, your boy can cut. And that's how some of the people fell in. But again, after I got the job at VH1, I work at VH1 now. I have a shop, but I work at VH1, and I got the job because I didn't even know one of the producers for the they call them the urban shows, for the black shows. One of the producers over there, I cut his hair. He was like, "You want a job?" I was like, "I don't want no job, my dude. I don't do no working." You know, he started.
Didn't he tell you what he's paying?
Right, exactly.
And like, well, you know what? What time do I need to be there?
hey, when I tell you, you called that shit right off, because I was like, "No, bro, I don't do no work, dude. Like, great, I pass on all that, my man." He was like, "Hear me out, Jason. Hear me out." I was like, "I'm really good on all that, bro. I don't want no job." He was like, "Hear me out. Just listen to me." He said, "Listen, I'm the producer down at VH1." And you know, that instantly, man, I said, VH1, the TV channel? He was like,
right.
Yeah, right. He was like, "I'm the few of the shows." He said, "If you're interested, we're looking for a lead groomer." I was like, "All right, you know, let me." I said, we can talk about it a little bit.
Nigga voice got hot in.
Oh, no doubt. Shit. And he came back the following week. He came back. He got his haircut, and he had the little details for the gig and shit. Man, he came back and was telling me what I was gonna make, and I was like, "Oh, well." So you telling me I make this per haircut? Like, pretty much it was a flat rate for a check. You know, when you cut hair, you get money every day. So it's hard for a working. And you be like, "Bro, if you put on, I ain't gonna make no week for no money. I'm finna make some money in 1 hour. Watch me."
Right.
He said, "I understand you make money daily." He said, "We can arrange it where you can get paid daily."
Oh my God.
Bro, I said
that bag had to be different.
It was, because and I'll tell you this, man, a lot of people don't know this. I don't mind disclosing this because this my people.
All right, move your camera just a little bit so we can see you.
Okay.
I might have to replay this shit. Yes, go ahead, bro.
Pretty much, he was telling me you're gonna have to cut at least 6 people a day. He said it could be up to 12.
Okay.
And you make $265 per person.
Okay, now, 10 people is what, $2,600 and some dollars.
It's a day, bro.
A day.
It's a day, bro.
Oh, that's nasty work.
I told a nigga. Real talk. I called my cousin when I got to the crib, like, "Hey, I'm finna change my number. You niggas stop calling me."
you poor people.
Hit me, right? Like,
you peasants.
You and hey, I know you. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
You know, you always had that plug to that, so they like.
Right. You gotta talk shit to somebody.
No
camera. We gotta see you, bro.
My fault.
Yeah.
I told them niggas, y'all stop calling me. I'm finna change my number, nigga. I said I'm finna give my life over to Christ. Yeah, stop laughing and shit. I told them what the situation was. I was like, man, they was like, "Boy, you ain't finna get no job. You ain't finna work. You ain't never worked in your life." I said, "You shitting me?" I said, "I'm finna check on this." So, yeah, and the rest just sort of came, man. You know, the VH1 joint permits me to do a lot of Tyler Perry stuff, BET stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're all sort of plugged in, so it works that way. You know, guys, I meet guys, I cut them for shows, and they be like, "Hey, bro, I need a regular barber. Like when I'm not filming, can you cut me?" Yeah.
And then the crazy part now, you getting flued out.
Oh, ain't no question. We doing that twice a month.
That's it.
Yeah. Hey, bro, my favorite thing I'm doing right now. Well, Ronnie been a friend of mine for a long time, man. And Ronnie, I'm talking about is Ronnie DeVoe from New Edition. Like this is my partner, man. They have a residency in Vegas.
I know.
So yeah, I'm out there twice a month. You know, I'm out there, cut them, have a good time, man, and come on back. Yeah, this, like I said, it's some player shit for a guy that's a barber. It's cool to have a resume, but I'm gonna be real. I got plenty of friends, man, barbers that work on movie sets and all that, man. So it's not, you know, it's a different circle. I got what people would consider like regular barber friends that be in the shop all day, every day. But most of my guys, man, like that's what they do now, man. You know, it's another game down here. You know what I mean? Like they shoot a lot of movies here, man. They do a lot here, man. It's a different vibe. So the money is a little different for a barber here. Not saying you can't get no money in Detroit, because listen, one of my guys, and it's a young lady. I can't even call her my protege, man, because she's so dope. You know, she was a young lady at the time, man, worked in my shop. She owned her own shop. She up there killing them. You know what I'm saying? My man B, he killing them. And I remember him coming to my classes. He used to work for my brand and all that, my dude, and got his own shop. So you can get some money. You know, I ain't saying they don't get no money. I'm just saying
it's different.
Yeah.
It's levels to this shit.
Yeah, ain't no question. So I'm
Yo, did you cut Jamie Foxx?
Yeah, I've cut him quite a few times.
Oh, is he as genuine as he appears to be?
He was with me.
Okay.
He was with me, and he has flown me to LA 1, 2, 3 times. And anytime he in Atlanta, he come and he get cut. To me, he probably the goofiest motherfucker I know, man, because I'm serious, man. The man plays so much. He plays so, but like everything is a joke to this guy. I'm dead serious, man. And you know, again, I was just talking to my wife about this, man. The context of how guys treat their barber and how they treat friends and how they treat their woman is 3 completely different things. Like real talk, man. Like you're instantly personal with somebody.
Yes. When
you're their barber, because anything they have going on in their life, you can't help but be involved in it. You know what I'm saying? If they try to be quiet about it, like you just end up talking to your barber about it.
And as a man, that's outside of your doctor. It's really the only acceptable time for a nigga to be that close to you for that long of a time.
No doubt. Ain't no question about it. And again, like I said, you instantly become personal with a guy. Yeah. You know what I mean? What it is, because again, my dude, no matter how often you come, you're depending on me. I'm going to judge what you look like for the next week or 2 weeks. And a lot of times that depends on what you're going to do. Like shit, got guys that will tip. I'm not going
fuck my head up. I'm not, I'll call off of work, nigga.
You hear me? I ain't got no haircut. Fuck that. And they dead serious about it. Like, nah, I can't go. So again, man, you instantly become personal because you know you're part of their life. I told you my clients introduced me to that word, or we in a relationship. And they meant that. Like I said, again, I jumped sharp with a cat, man. Like, you know, I'm on my homophobic shit. Like, no, Jay, but nigga, he said I'm straight as an arrow. But I want you to understand, I depend on you. I was like, damn. You know, because I had never looked at it like that. He was like, dog, I work on television, bro. He's like, I can't go to work fucked up. I have to have a haircut.
That, you know what, and image is everything. And yeah, I understand that. And I know we ain't got much time. I got 2 questions for you.
No problem.
So I'm bald now, or I cut my shit myself.
Okay.
But I've had over the last year, I've had a couple of instances where I just needed to look my absolute phenomenalist. So I go to the barbershop and I was, why the fuck does my haircut is just a baldy and a lineup of my beard, $50? Question number 1. Secondly, are you disappointed in the barbershop used to be the one place where men could go and share something of themselves that they normally wouldn't with other men?
True.
You know, ideologically, mentally, we talked about all types of shit. That experience seems to have died.
Okay. First question. That's arguably about the going rate. You know, it's I know shops that still charge $20, and I know guys that get a boy head and get their beard done, and it's $75. You know what I'm saying? So that just sort of depends. I know you in the D, that's like my 2 people that I named, like girl and my guy, like it's gonna be that off rip when you hit the door. You know what I'm saying? Like they really don't even cut kids at all, and when they do cut kids, you know, kids start at about $35, $40. You know what I mean? So any grown man, even though they just cutting all your hair off at the top and doing your beard, that's about the going rate for a great barber. You know, because that's one thing, no matter where a man is in his life financially, that's one thing I've learned. A man will pay for what the fuck he want. Just being honest, it's the reason why. It's the reason why simple things like pussy is still valuable. You
because, first off, that is not simple. It's extremely complex. It's only simple if you don't know how to fuck. Right, so you're not going back.
You know what I mean? A nigga can walk in a place where they selling pussy and pretty much they can still sell pussy, even though every girl in the world got one and all that. Like it's still places where they can still do it because men will pay for what they want. It's why you see niggas that don't have money but they got rims, or niggas got shoes and they renting a little raggedy ass little crib. Like guys pay for what they want. Thanks. So when a guy is a true craftsman and this is what he do for a living, that's about the going rate, my guy. So of course I'm gonna side with the barber because I'm the barbers. So to me, that's not high. I charge a little more than that, but that's not high. Because again, I got friends that charge $20 and I say, well, nigga, what else you do? Like, are you a prostitute or something? Because no, serious, bro, you laughing. But I'm saying, like, niggas, I don't know how you're making a living doing that silly shit. I just don't, because we're past that. If you're good,
I don't understand the rationale behind the excessive increase in the price. Like you using the same clippers you've been using since 15, bro.
Right? Like, nigga, why so high all of a sudden?
Right, like this chair ain't been changed since I was a zygote, nigga. My parents didn't even know each other at the time.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. The same thing, like I said when I came home. It's the internet. Once guys be on that line and shit talking about what they charge. I know this personally because I done seen my own friends get on that line. Like, nigga, you don't even charge that. But no, real talk. But that it's the internet. Guys like, shit, man, my man, them charging that. Again, you have to be deserving of that.
Yeah.
Just being honest, because a guy will pay for what he wants. It don't matter what city you in. People have a tendency to think, oh, they'll pay more here, there. They'll pay more anywhere. The thing is, you have to make him feel like that's worth it. The reason
$75 when you fuck my hair up, bro. It's a crime scene.
Yeah, no doubt. Want to bang behind
last question. Are you disappointed in the barbershop experience now?
Sort of a yes and a no, and I'll try to make it quick. At the stage I'm at, because I still work in the shop, I love the shop. It's my favorite over everything, over every movie, over every award show, over all that private shit, everything that I do and all that. I love the shop because I have a really small piece of that. It's still very much nostalgic at my shop. My thing is I work by appointment only. I don't take walk-ins any day, anytime. I work by appointment only. I have to. I have to know how long I'm gonna be in the shop because I gotta do this, or how long I'm gonna be in the shop because I have to do that. Whatever it may be, it could be taking my granddaughter to the dentist. I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So I still do that. It's just in short spurts. So the guy